Let's react to the announcement about Disneyland Paris at the D23 Expo. Let's go. Bonjour tout le monde, hi everyone, welcome back on my channel. I'm Max, I'm a Eurovision Song Contest reactor normally, but today I decided to try a new type of video where we're gonna talk about the announcement, the new thing which is gonna happen soon or not at Disneyland Paris, the resort in France, the Disney French destination in Europe also. I can't wait to give you my opinion and to talk about this announcement. There were a lot. For the first time, I think, for Disneyland Paris, even more for the US park, but that's kind of normal, I think, even if I want even more for France destination. But we are here with the announcement of Disneyland Paris, and maybe you don't know, but I'm, of course, a Eurovision lover and fan, but I'm also a fan of theme park, not especially Disneyland Paris, but because maybe I'm living in France and I was at Disneyland Park many times, I really feel connected to this one, and I love to see how the park grow and how it's gonna be even more huge in the future. So I'm really concerned and quite emotional about this park. But personally, I love to go to other parks. I'm really close to a park which is the park of my childhood, which is Nigloland, if you know it. Maybe French people know better this one. I'm kinda close also to Europapark in Germany, of course, to not talk about this one. And soon I'm gonna visit for the first time PortAventura in Spain, so I can't wait to go. But we are today here to talk about Disneyland Paris announcement, so let's get started. But before, be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel, please to follow me on TikTok and Instagram at It's Max Vision. Thank you for doing that, I really appreciate it. And now let's talk about the announcement. Okay, so first announcement, we will have a new nighttime show on the Sleeping Castle Beauty in Disneyland Park. If you know already Disney Dreams, if you know Disney Illumination, which is the one I prefer personally. I know there is a debate between the two, but that's personal. We are kinda used to them and I needed something new, so I'm really happy, not surprised to be honest, that there is a new nighttime show. It was needed, definitely, but I'm really happy that they announced it and that we will have this new show in January 2025, so it's kinda soon. I can't wait to discover the new show. Of course, there will be drones in the air, lighting effects, mapping on the castle, and a lot of other new technologies apparently, which are more sophisticated. We will have also, and that's the big new thing about the show, mapping and projection on the World Main Street USA street. So I think it's definitely a great ad, because when you are staying in this Main Street, you are kind of far from the castle. You still see the whole thing, I think, personally. I like and I prefer to be in the Main Street USA street, but I needed to feel more included into the show, and to be in front of the castle. It's even more better when you feel the fireworks, the heat from the fire. That's amazing. And to know that when you're gonna be in Main Street, you're gonna feel it also as people which are in front of the castle. That's gonna be great. A great art, definitely. And I can try to discover, of course, the new soundtrack for the whole show, because music is definitely, for me, the most important part, because you could have some lighting and amazing effect with the drones also, but if the music soundtrack is not good, it's not gonna be amazing. So I can't wait to discover the new song. They're gonna talk the story behind it, and the story is also really important. The story is gonna talk about all the steps of our life, from your childhood to your adult life. You're gonna see everything. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how they're gonna manage and mix all of that, and with all the license from Disney and Pixar, not maybe from Marvel and Star Wars. They don't talk about it, so I can't wait to discover the new show. I'm gonna go to Disneyland Paris in March 2025, so I can't wait to see it for the first time. I'm excited. Next, we move to the second park, the Walt Disney Studios Park, which has been renamed Disney Adventure World recently. They are working with this huge extension of the park. We never saw that in France, so it's gonna be really interesting when everything will open. And finally, we have a date, a year, which is gonna be 2026. World of Frozen, and maybe the World of the Lake with the rest of the extension, the restaurant Lakeview, and also Rapunzel ride. They will open in 2026. I can't wait. It's been really long. It's been like it will be 8 years when they will open the extension that we are waiting for the opening. Since 2018 we are waiting for that, and of course it was really difficult, I understand that, but I think there is a problem how they manage the whole thing. I don't understand how in the same time Universal in the US are building a whole theme park, Epic Universe of course, and we are just expecting an extension in France which takes 8 years to build, so that's really long, and I hope that for the other news that I will announce at the end of the video, it will be more faster in the coming years. I can't wait, but I need to say also that the hype, the waiting is so long that I kinda lost my appeal to the opening of World of Frozen. There is only one ride, of course there's also the lake and the wall extension, but I kinda lose the appeal right now. Maybe it's gonna come back in 2026 when we will have like the date and the day when it will open, but I'm also really scared about this 2026 date because it could be at the end of 2026 like at the beginning, so I don't know what to feel about this announcement. For me it's not like woohoo a good news, I mean it's still a news for DIsneyland Paris, but I was expecting 2025 like a better option, better date for the wall extension to open, but no. That's it, we need to be patient and it will come. Yes. Next, third announcement of this D23 Expo, we have a new nighttime show. We will have a new nighttime show on the new lake extension. I can't wait to discover it. It's gonna be fantastic, I think. There will be much more place to watch it all around the lake, so I can't wait to see how they're gonna manage that, because wherever you are all around this lake, you need to see where the show, so it's gonna be really interesting to discover that. We saw that it's gonna be like a water screen with some projection on it and mapping maybe. We will have some lighting effect, of course, some drones in the air. They are still working with the same French brand, Tronisos, which did all the shows in the Disneyland Park, so I can't wait to discover what they're gonna propose. They also said that there will be aquatic drones, if I'm not wrong, so I can't wait to discover this new concept. It's the first time they're working on it for this, exclusively for this show, so I can't wait to discover them. For the story that they're gonna tell, they don't talk about it, but there will be some character and license from Disney Animation, of course, so I think inspired by the one that they are in the park. We saw Vulcania also on this 3D example, so I can't wait to discover that, definitely. And yes, I'm really excited with an announcement of a new show, because definitely Disneyland Paris is really strong with their show, so I can't wait to discover it. And it will open in 2026, like World of Frozen and the World Extension. So we need to wait, yes. And finally, the last announcement they made at the D23 Expo, we have a new land that will open in Disney Adventure World. Finally, the one which will replace Star Wars land. Yes, that's official, but maybe Star Wars will be in another part or in another park, we will see in the future. But they will open the Lion King land. That was one of the biggest rumors that we have since many months and many years now, I think. So I'm not surprised, and that's maybe my fault as a fan to read all the rumors. I shouldn't do that, but it's too complicated to resist to it. So we have a Lion King land. They talk about an aquatic splash mountain version for this license of the Lion King. So it's gonna be an aquatic splash mountain version of the ride with this boat. We will follow the life and the ascension of Simba to become a king, the Lion King. So I can't wait to discover the whole story behind it, but it's gonna be so interesting, I think. We will have a lot of animatronics, the most recent one. It's gonna be cool to have such a major ride, and I didn't know how big it was until I see all the plants, and it looked really huge, even more than Frozen, so I can't wait to discover it, definitely. But to talk about the land, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit surprised by this term, because I don't see another ride on this land. There is only one major ride, of course, but there is not other thing. Maybe a restaurant, maybe a shop experience. It's still not clear for me, this aspect of this land. I'm sure that the ride is already finished and know what to do, because they're gonna begin to build it in 2025. So I hope that on these buildings they're gonna be fast and that it's gonna be more quickly than Frozen and the wall extension, because it's still really long, as I said. So I can't wait to discover it. Of course, I could understand the frustration of a Star Wars fan, but I think it's not the end of the story for them. I think they, based on the rumors, maybe, again, it's not sure, some possibility of extension in Disneyland Park, and Disneyland Park, they definitely need new addition really soon, and I'm okay with it, but because I love the Lion King story. It's one of the most famous one of the most popular one with French public and French audience, so it's really important too, I think. But I need to be honest, I wasn't thinking to have this ride in Disney Adventure World. I feel really confused to have the show of the Lion King in Frontierland, while I was thinking Adventureland in Disneyland Park will have this ride, and it's not. So I'm a bit curious about this choice, but maybe it's a question of space, maybe because it looks really huge. So I'm a bit divided about this choice of place, but in the same time I could understand, because Adventureland, it's still more like a jungle, how it looks, and about the Lion King, it's more like an African savanna, so it's completely different, this type of landscape. And Frontierland, it doesn't fit with the story of Lion King, definitely. So maybe I feel okay in the same time with all the places in Disney Adventure World. But it's definitely also quite interesting, this contrast between Lion King Land and World of Frozen. I hope there will be something in the future between the two of them, because to have this Icy Queen with this Lion King Savannah African vibe and landscape, that feel too different, and I hope there will be something to make a perfect transition in the future. I hope, we will see. But I'm generally happy with this news. We definitely need new announcement for new rides in the resort. I still feel that we need more, but that's already a great news, and I can't wait to discover this ride in 20... We don't have the date, but I hope we're not gonna wait too much, because it was too long for World of Frozen, and we definitely lost the appeal. So I hope that it's still that is gonna be really quick, the building of this new ride and land, so yes. And that's it. Yes, no new announcement for Disneyland Paris. It's already quite huge for us, because we never have a lot of announcement normally at D23 Expo, so I'm really happy already to have this announcement. But there is no surprise, unfortunately for me, because of the remotes. So I hope that in the future they're really gonna surprise us and create some more creative project. I don't know, I missed something from Disneyland Paris compared to other US park, and when you compare all the new things that they announced for US park, I need to say that Disneyland Paris is still unconsidered maybe, or they still don't see the potential of it. But I can't wait to maybe see how the parks build their version of theme park in Europe, like Universal Great Britain. We'll see if it happens or not, but I can't wait, because maybe it's gonna boost a little bit. And first, Disneyland Paris to have more challenges in the future, we will see. But yes, I need new things definitely for the first park. Disneyland Park, we have no new things since 1995. Okay, they changed the shows, nighttime show, okay, I see that, but in terms of ride, we don't have many new things. Buzz Lightning, Laser Blast, it's like a rebranding of an original ride before, so it's always like renovation, rebranding. It's never like a new space, a new thing, and I definitely need that in the first park. So I hope that it's gonna come maybe next year, or maybe for the birthday on the 12th of April. We will see, but I need more things, that's it. What do you think about all the announcements for this D23 Expo for Disneyland Paris? Let's talk also about the other parks in the comment section. Be free to share your opinion, your thoughts. Just be respectful to each other and between myself, I will appreciate that. And yes, that's it. Thanks for watching this video. This is the first time that I'm doing that, to talk about Disneyland Paris and to a theme park, and I love that, as I'm a fan of theme parks, so I can't wait to do more video in the future. And don't hesitate to share your opinion about this video and to send me some advice also for the future. I will really appreciate it. Thank you. Bye bye, au revoir, see you soon, à bientôt.